us begin with introduction. Images of outdoor scene captured in bad weather suffer from poor visibility. Poor visibility is the major problem for most of the computer vision applications, such as automatic surveillance, alpha, then our parameter alpha is set to ceiling of 10 square root of MSC, where MSC is the mean square error between the output image and the original copy image.
These results were obtained for what kind of images? Homogeneous. Yeah, but still